it's the biggest circus tent we can hire in Australia. So we've truly gone and got the biggest flying space we can, and we've made the biggest, fastest track that we can. Look, the inspiration came from the last air show that we did in 2019. We had a circus tent half that size, but what we found was, kids love drone racing, and for the public days at the last air show, the grandstand was packed, and we had kids 5 or 6 deep at the tables. All the kids love watching the action. They love watching the pilots rebuilding their aeroplanes. They love watching the crashes, and so we went bigger this time because we want to have those conversations with the kids. What we do is everything STEM. We design aeroplanes, we build them, we solder, we code. All of the pilots know about radio links. At the end of a race meet, everybody will go home, they'll download their videos, they'll cut a really sick video together, and they'll put it on Snapchat and Instagram. These are the kind of skills that we want in defense, right? And it's not just about trying to talk to people about being a drone pilot. It's talking to them about being radio operators, about being mechanics, about being avionics technicians, about being multimedia techs. All of those skills are really applicable to defense and defense industry as well. Look, it's like any elite sport, right? Any person can go out into their backyard and get taught the basics of how to kick a footy. Anybody who knows how to drive a PS4 knows how to do the basics of taking off and flying a course. But getting this good, it's an elite sport. It takes lots of training. And what we see here is the best pilots that we've got from the Australian teams, but as well as the international teams. We've got a deep membership base of many, many pilots. We bring the top 5 or 6 to an event like this because we're racing for pride.
Now, you're a pretty speedy drone racer, I hear. You've got some speed records and all that.
Currently sitting for the Military International in 2nd place against a New Zealand pilot, Quarto.
Okay.
He's very quick. So we're doing laps around this track in about 12 or 13 seconds. And there's a wide variety of range of speed here. We've got 12, 13 seconds, and the people who are just trying to do their first lap. Some people it takes a while. For me, I think maybe something to do with being younger. It is easier. I pretty much was able to pick it up, and I didn't feel sick or anything when I started. Some people it takes a while. Some people can only do it sitting down. Some of us can just stand up and do it just fine. And you're hearing a lot of different things in here. So you've got commentary going on here. You've got other quads in the air. So it's not just this one. You've got 4 others in there. So sometimes you have to push out the other noise, and you're trying to hear what's going on with yours. It's weird watching the video from afterwards. You look at yourself flying, and I go, wow, that was quick. But while you're in it, it feels quick, but you're processing everything. You're trying to slow it down, and you don't realize how fast it is while you're doing it. So this is, as I mentioned before, it's a specially designed racing drone. So there's a few different kinds of these you can build for different purposes. The idea of this is lightweight, but still durable, so it can handle a crash. So you've got 4 motors, 4 propellers. In here there's a flight controller that tells it all what to do, and a speed control that takes the battery power and sends it out to the motors so it can actually run them. You've also got some of the most important things in there. You've got a camera at the front and a video transmitter. So that transmits back to the goggles, so we see exactly what that camera lens there sees. Crashing is something you really have to learn with these, because if you crash in a race and you're able to avoid actually stopping the quad, if you're able to keep flying off that crash, then you're going to be able to get up a lot quicker. If you avoid getting stuck in the grass, you're already up for a better chance, right?
I got into drone racing back in 2013, so a long time ago now. So I've had a 6-year hiatus from it. And then, just got back into it. My first flight was actually on Tuesday, so it's been a steep learning curve to get back into it, but man, I have missed the sport. It's a little bit like riding a bike, although unfortunately my brain knows where I want the drone to go, but my fingers are struggling to keep up. So day one I was pretty much just going around the track real nice and slow. On the cameras here they have different angles, so the more steep your angle, pretty much the faster you fly, because it tilts like this. So I started with a very shallow angle to start off with, and then gradually increased it, built up the speed, and break a few props, and here I am. I'm just enjoying it at the moment and just getting back into it. But I've qualified, so I've done my 3 laps, and I've done them pretty fast and consistently. So I'm happy with how I'm doing. But it'll take me a couple of years, maybe the next Avalon, and I can compete with Hamish over there.
Every club runs a Facebook page, so if you are interested in finding out where drone racing is done in your capital city, just Google it, Melbourne drone racing, Sydney drone racing, you'll bring up their pages. If any defence people want to get into our associations, we also run Navy, Army and Air Force Facebook pages, and that is absolutely the easiest way to get in touch with us.